This is my first video on World Star Hip Hop. I'll try to keep it really brief. All right. First of all, no is no. All it takes is one commercial where you are slandering a person or defaming a person to ruin that person's career, that person's life, destroy all their family ties, destroy everything, destroy that person's life. All right. What I've gone through, you know, over the last 5 or 6 years with the Jews in Israel and all these people, and longer, even longer than that, how they have crucified me, making, and not just myself, but black men, biracial men, but they have crucified me, you know what I'm saying? I'm still here. We're still here. And many others, you know what I'm saying? But we're still here. And you use way more than just one commercial. See, that's why like these people are such cowards. They dish it, but they cannot take it, all right? No is no. The Jews, Israel, Netanyahu, the Satan witnesses, so-called Jehovah's Witness, Watchtower, Hollywood, all these people, all these corporations that, we used to work for that's trying to harass us and everything. No is no. You want us to come back into civilization and society so that you can continue to crucify us and treat us like trash. You want to treat me like trash, and you want to think that I'm going to help you to do that. You think that I'm going to award that. You think I'm going to allow you to damage me while I'm there to fix you and help society and help civilization. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. And all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's another thing. These black people trying to get all other black people to go in one direction towards a cult. Say all black people have to be witnesses, Satan witnesses. All black people have to be witnesses. Everybody ain't gonna join the synagogue of Satan. Some people love Jesus. Some people are gonna be other things, Muslim or whatever, or some people are not gonna be in any religion or cult. But I'm not sorry for standing up for myself. The uppity black class, middle class you can call me a joker, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I went to college for the first time. When I first went, I went for computer information technology. And guess what I'm doing today? Information technology. I didn't finish college. That don't make me, you could call me whatever name you want to call me. I'm still doing that. I'm working in game design. I've learned programming for years. I stuck with my trade. These upper class black folks are not our friends at all. Trying to get us all to go into a cult that is going to destroy us. And as of late, recently, I've had to deal with recently an entitled immigrant, or I can just say a basket hit our car. You know what I'm saying? A basket hit a family member's car, and I thought, how could they do that? So I confronted the person, but and then you got these nice, weak guys. Like, bro, how could you try to defend? Like these guys, they just try to act like they're heroes and everything, and they don't know what's going on, and they try to get involved. And and they said that was gonna kill me, bruh. You could do whatever you want to do. God gave you free will, but there's a consequence. And just because people think that nobody cares about me, nobody cares about black men, nobody cares about biracial men, nobody cares about strays. Oh, you could kill that person and ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Ain't nothing gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's not how it works. Just because nobody in Atlanta cares about me or cares about other people like me who don't have a perfect life, who didn't finish college and wasn't a straight A student, isn't in the government and all of this, or rich or whatever. Just because I'm not that don't mean God don't care. Don't mean that karma is something that the world describes as revenge. I'm going a little overtime with World Star Hip Hop. I know the videos don't be that long. When I watch it, it's like very short clips because of attention span. But that don't mean that someone isn't going to be successful. As a person struggling with autism and attention deficit disorder, I've been diagnosed with, I'm doing good with my trade, and I've gotten the help, and I'm doing good in life. And so, like, as I was saying, I also wrote down my testimony. I'm not gonna go into that right now. But all in all, you can't just treat people however you want to treat them, kill whoever you want, and think, oh, I'm helping the person, or that person is just astray. Man, that's like, I see like the East Coast they are not like us. I like, I don't know about Kendrick Lamar's song, but these people are really not like us, man. You crucify me with ads, commercials, corporations, movies for years at a time. That's why I had to bring the lawsuit. I brought a big lawsuit because of this stuff. I can say that I fear for my life and mean it. And you cannot come up to me as a Jew, as a Satan witness, as anybody, as these people trying to get me to join their corporation. You cannot come up to me and try to get me to join anything. I fear for my life, stay away. And I'm going to stand up to the cowards. I'm going to stand up to you. You disrespect me, you treat me bad, I'm going to stand up to you. I'm standing up. I'm not going to be sorry. I'm not apologizing for being strong. And if you take my life, you can bet that God is going to repay you. Just because Atlanta is overrun with immigrants, illegal immigrants, and criminals who protect each other, don't mean eventually at some point something ain't gonna happen to you that is not just by chance, but that is by design as a repercussion. I'm tired of these Democrats and these people defending all these criminals in our towns and these illegal immigrants. If black people went to Mexico, if a bunch of black people went to another country illegally, even if it was just Mexico illegally, they would tear us into shreds. If I did that, I would be dragged by Hollywood. I mean, it would just be, how they would do us would be so, they would do us like a million times worse than anybody else, especially black men, black intersex people, hermaphrodites, and different ones. They would treat us so much worse. Any other nationality could probably go to another country illegally and they might be all right. If black people did this, it would never be okay. And so, nah, these politicians don't have our best interest at heart, especially not the Democrats. We can't even get jobs. We can't even be respected. They take buggies and throw and roll it into your car purposely. And even if it wasn't that person, it's still like there's just no respect. And a lot of us do fear for our lives. We've been put on commercials and with smear campaigns through corporations, Comcast, all of these companies, uh, a lot of corporations in Pennsylvania that have control over this. I think Comcast is Pennsylvania related, Hollywood and all of them, California, some of it California related. Nah, don't act like nothing happened. Get real.